The SC Trainer V3 gets another big update with a new midsole foam, a new plate, and new design. And after about 50 miles on the shoe, I'm ready to give you my review. Just a quick disclaimer that I am a Team Running Warehouse ambassador, and they did send me the shoes, but all my thoughts and opinions are my own. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the review. The upper uses engineered mesh material with Phantom Fit tech to help lock in your feet. I thought it was decently breathable, my foot was never overheating. I found that the lockdown was good all the way around, but the fit of the shoe itself was a bit weird for my foot. The shoe was a bit wide for my narrow foot, but not too roomy, but the issue comes with the shape of the toe box. It's kind of pointed, so the side of my big toe kind of rubs on the edge. So this fortunately didn't really cause me any issues. I didn't get any blisters from it. It was just kind of a slight annoyance, but it's just a warning to you that you may want to try the shoe on in a couple different sizes depending on your foot size. For me, if I went up half a size, it would probably help with the toe rub, but I think that the shoe itself would be too roomy. So again, it's just kind of an odd shaped toe box depending on your foot shape itself. The midsole uses a new Fuelcell formula that is a blend of EVA and PIBA, similar to what is in the Rebel B4. It uses quite a bit of it too, with a stack of 40mm in the heel and 34 in the forefoot. Sandwiched in between the plate is a redesigned forked carbon plate. Another change is the rocker geometry. It is now a bit more aggressive on the toe off. All these elements combine to make a midsole I really enjoyed. It feels bouncy and protective, but also firms up and gets snappy when you're picking up the pace. The outsole has coverage in the forefoot and a couple strips on the heel. It grips great on dry road, but when I ran through wet sidewalks, I felt like I lost all traction. However, as far as durability goes, they have been holding up great after 50 miles. There isn't a ton of rubber, but this does help keep the weight down. It comes in at 9.8 ounces in a men's size 9, which is almost half an ounce lighter than V2 and almost 2 full ounces lighter than V1. Alright, now we'll do a quick run type stoplight portion of the review where I'll go speed day, everyday, long run day, and recovery day. So starting with speed day, I'd give this a green. I was a little bit worried that the shoe would feel too squishy with that Fuelcell foam, but luckily the plate does firm it up quite a bit, and with that rocker it really gives you a nice propulsive feel off the toe off and throws you on your toes, and felt pretty snappy. I definitely enjoyed it more at kind of marathon pace workouts, but when I was doing intervals at shorter distances, it held up pretty well during that as well. For everyday training, I give this a yellow. Just personally, I'm not a huge fan of doing my everyday training in carbon plated shoes. I know there's a lot of people out there that do enjoying that, and if you are one of those people, I think that you'll like the amount of cushioning and protection. Like I said, the outsole seems pretty durable so far, and there's a comfortable upper, so you shouldn't have a problem if that's your jam. For long runs, I give this a green. There's definitely enough protection underfoot with all that cushioning. It's surprisingly stable as well towards the end of the long runs. I don't feel like I'm wobbling around, and again, it kind of depends. I personally like using this for kind of up-tempo long runs or progression runs where I'm picking up the pace a little bit more, but I do think that this has the ingredients for a good long run shoe. For recovery day, I give this a yellow, and that's because while I do enjoy the protection from this cushion and it's a nice shoe overall, that aggressive rocker just seems to make me run faster than I want to on recovery days. I'm trying to take it easy. I find myself kind of more up on my toes and going a little faster than I intended, which can be good and bad, but in this case, when I'm trying to take it easy, it is not exactly what I want. All right, now I'm going to do a few quick comparisons. The first shoe I'm going to compare to is the original SC Trainer V1, and these shoes are very different. This one does have less stack than V1. This one was like 47 millimeters, I believe. The rocker is very different on this shoe. It's much further back, and kind of from your midfoot it throws you forward, while this one from your underneath your ball of your foot it throws you forward. It's definitely different rides to them, both very cushioned, but I think the weight is one of the biggest differences. With this one, this was too heavy for me to want to pick up the pace and do workouts in, while this one feels right at home doing speed work. Continuing with New Balance, it's the Rebel B4. Like I said, they both use that PIBA EVA blended midsole, and I found that the Rebel V4 could almost be a little too squishy and a little unstable, so I was worried that the SC Trainer was going to feel the same. But I don't know if it's a little firmer formula or if that plate just really adds the stability to it, but I didn't think that this one was too squishy or unstable at all. I really like the SC Trainer better for daily runs, but for picking up the pace and those longer distances, I like the SC Trainer more. Next up is the Neo Vista from New Balance. The shoe has a unique rocker and it does have a full length plate. This one though isn't carbon. It uses a fiberglass infused nylon plate. I think that this one reminds me a little bit more of the V1 if it had lost a couple ounces, and I really think that the Neo Vista is a fun shoe, but it's not necessarily my favorite when picking up the pace. I think I like the snappiness of the V3 from New Balance better, but I do enjoy the Neo Vista better for taking it easy and on some long runs as well. And finally is the ASICS Magic Speed 4, and I think that these two are probably the closest in this comparison. They're both versatile up-tempo trainers that are kind of companions to their race day shoes, the Metaspeed and the SC Elite. They both have carbon plates in them, and they use both EVA and PIBA foams in there. I think that the Magic Speed is my preferred shoe for speed days because it is even lighter despite having more cushion than the SC Trainer, and I think that forefoot is just a little firmer and feels a little bit snappier than the SC Trainer. However, I do think that the SC Trainer is more versatile, where it can handle more run types better than the Magic Speed. So I think that the SC Trainer V3 is probably the most versatile SC Trainer to date. I think that there's enough cushion and protection under there to keep you happy on your long runs and your training runs, but that new rocker that really throws you on your toes and that plate make it feel comfortable right at home on speed days as well. I think that if they fixed the shape of the toe box and made it a little bit lighter, it would be even better. But I want to hear from you. Are you going to pick up the SC Trainer V3? Have you already tried it out? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to pick up a pair for yourself, make sure to check out runningwarehouse.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on running.